Next up, another SEC lawsuit. We just finished the Ripple case with them, and they only had to pay $125 million. Well, looks like they're at it again. This article is coming from Decrypt, and the SEC charges NovaTech founders an alleged $650 million crypto scheme. The regulator's action follows a similar lawsuit against the operation by the New York Attorney General's office. So let's hear about this. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission has filed charges against the founders of NovaTech for running a Ponzi scheme that netted $650 million in cryptocurrency. The agency said on Monday that the SEC is accusing Cynthia and Eddie Pation of allegedly orchestrating the scam as a crypto asset investment program and a multi-level marketing company that, according to the agency, primarily targeted the Haitian American community between 2019 and 2023. Now, NovaTech and the Pashins caused untold losses to tens of thousands of victims around the world. Eric Werner, director of the SEC's Fort Worth regional office, said in a statement, as we allege, MLM schemes of this size require promoters to fuel them, and today's actions demonstrate that we will hold accountable not just the principal architects of the massive scheme, but also promoters who spread their fraud by unlawfully soliciting the victims. Now, in June, New York Attorney General Letitia James separately sued NovaTech and AWS Mining for operating an illegal pyramid scheme. The New York AG said that scammers drew $1 billion from investors, including $11,000 from New York. Now, these cryptocurrency companies targeted immigrant and religious communities who with promise of financial freedom, but instead stole their money and drained their life savings. James said at the time. Now, according to the SEC complaint, NovaTech promised investors profits and the safety of their funds, claiming they would be invested in crypto and foreign exchange markets. Instead, they used most of the funds to pay existing investors and promoters while siphoning millions for themselves. Now, when NovaTech ultimately collapsed, most investors were not able to withdraw their investments, resulting in substantial losses, the SEC said. Now, while NovaTech was able to steal hundreds of millions in crypto, the SEC's new complaint did not specify what type of cryptocurrency was stolen in the scam. Now, the SEC also filed charges against NovaTech promoters Martin Zizi, Deplinu Dunbar, James Colbert, Corey Sampson, John Garofano, and Marsha Hadley, who the agency accuses of recruiting investors and promoters for the scheme. Now, NovaTech paid them substantial commissions for the investors, and they and their networks recruited, the SEC said. When ZZ, Dunbar, Corbett, and Sampson became aware of certain red flags about NovaTech, including regulatory actions taken against it by the U.S. and Canadian regulators, they continue recruiting investors and downplay the red flags. Eesh, nasty. Now, the SEC said ZZ has already agreed to partially settle its charges by consenting to a $100,000 civil penalty pending the court approval, and is prohibited from participating in future similar activities. Now, ZZ, however, did not admit or deny the SEC's allegations, and the agency said nothing, that the other penalties will be determined at a later date. Now, the SEC did not immediately respond to requests for comment from Decrypt, but that's probably because, again, it's an ongoing case, and you never want to disclose information out there. But no, so this is another charge out there by the SEC, but this is one that should be done. So I know when I said in the beginning, then it's another case, kind of downplayed it. I'm reading these articles with you. I kind of take a look at the news article, get an idea of what it's going to be about, and then I read it with you. So this is all happening live. But no, with this type of case should happen, because I hate when people get scammed out there. We just had another gentleman come into the club today, told us his story, and we just had to tell him straight up, right then and there, that was a scam. I'm sorry. It's this is a very hefty and hard lesson to learn, but hopefully it doesn't deter you away from it. But no, it's these people do need to go after, because they're the scammers and nobody likes scammers. But yeah, sad to hear about that. But just be careful out there. Again, what was something on here that was it? Yeah, these guys are promising extra returns. Just do it yourself. Don't listen to anybody. If someone messaged you on Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, Meta, just whatever it is, it's you may think you're getting a good deal because you're going, oh, these guys know what they're doing. Oh, they're only going to give me you're only going to take 10% of what they earn from what I earn. But then once they build your trust up, let you do some withdrawals every now and then, eventually they're going to give you some spiel. It's oh no, you need to send us more money. Apparently that one was you need to pay the taxes on it, but it's that doesn't work that way. So just do not listen to anybody who's going to tell you to send them money. They're going to invest it for you. Don't do that. It's like, that's a big red flag. Like, take control of your assets, taking control of your money. Start learning, reading some more, and just like understand the markets and how they all work. It's a Wild West world out there, and you got to be very careful. So don't just trust anybody with it. Trust yourself, and I guess that's the best thing I can say about that.